Hey everybody, welcome to the Dodge Durango. I ventured outside into the car because it's quiet and we're getting ready to go to a funeral of my aunt's. And so I just wanted to bop on here so that I wouldn't lose my consistency of posting videos. So thanks for joining along. Thanks for being a part of our escapades, our journey on this earth. And it's been great. It's been, we've really been blessed. We've really been blessed. Our family is out there in the social media world, which can be kind of, this word keeps popping up in my head, vulnerability, vulnerable. It's kind of like throw yourself out there. So before I got on here today, I looked up the word vulnerability, the definition of it, and I kept on thinking, it feels like you're being exposed. And so it's exposing yourself to possible injury. I can't even see this. The possibility of being attacked, either physically or emotionally. So now you see live how vulnerable I am, because I didn't realize there would be no lighting for me to read all my notes that I have. Vulnerability is exposing. I feel like very exposed by getting on this social media stuff and number one, sharing my faith. Number two, sharing the background in my house, like the background in my car, because everything's not perfect, which actually is probably a blessing to all of you. And I hope that you see that our family is far from perfect. I am far from being a saint. And what's interesting though is, as humans, we sometimes put people up on a pedestal. I have done it in the past, like leaders of the church, Christians that I considered, to be up higher and have a better faith than I have, or do more things. And, even, as far as not only faith, but like their house is perfect and look at their siding and, comparing, which is also a sin. So that's what I wanted to kind of share with you about the vulnerability is it's not an easy place to be. It has held me back in the past from sharing things because inevitably there'll be somebody that, attacks. And it's usually with words. So emotionally, I feel vulnerable. I just want to share that we are all sinners. I am a sinner. I am far from a saint. You are a sinner. You're far from a saint. And over the years, I have attempted to be the Holy Spirit for my husband. I have attempted to be the Holy Spirit for my children. And here's the deal. My faith and my relationship with the Lord is mine. Your faith and your relationship with the Lord is yours. And it's the same for my family. It's the same for my friends. It's the same for the person walking down the street. It's the same for the people that are watching this on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It's kind of like when I talked about the clutter and dealing with the stuff of your home. You're the only one that can do that. I can't do that for you. You have to be willing. You have to be vulnerable. You have to admit. I'm working on a talk for this week and for a ladies group I'm excited about. And that's kind of a theme too, is when you're vulnerable, when you're exposed, when you're cracked wide open, when you have to actually admit, it's like a scary place to go. That's not a fun place to be, to say, you know what, I do have a lot of stuff here I have to deal with. And I mean, I'm not just talking about the stuff, like the physical stuff. I'm talking about the stuff in the head. I'm talking about the stuff in the heart. And you feel kind of exposed. you feel cracked wide open when you start to dig deeper, And I'll tell you that being out there and hopefully blessing all of you with things, I'm just going to continue to do it because, there's a purpose for all of this. And as a Christian, I've been called to go and make disciples and not be afraid. Do not fear, for I am with you. That part, and just believe it. And there will be things that will happen. Why do I think there wouldn't be? Because the apostles all had things happen, and people will say things, and sometimes it is hurtful. But, whatever. I am doing the best I can to share what I can, and I'm going to see if I can read some of these notes so that I can share with you some of my thoughts. But, we are here for but a vapor. It seems like forever sometimes. And so, what is it that we're called to do? For me, I believe that this platform that we have is to bring light and breath and share. And so I hope that this blesses you, and that if I could read my notes, I could tell you some more things. But wow, my faith, I hope, blesses you. And just know that I am not, I do make mistakes. Just ask my family. And I want to encourage you that if you fall and you sin and you say stupid stuff, you're forgiven. We just went through Easter and we saw what the Lord did for me, did for you. I don't understand it. I don't understand that He knows there's going to be future sins. I wish we could all just confess and be done with it, but we aren't. So anyway, it's okay to be vulnerable. We've got someone that can hold us up. So keep on trucking. Again, another unedited Amy, and here we are, hoping that the Holy Spirit brings something to you and bless from this. So thanks for joining.